Hi, it's Kayleigh. Welcome to my channel, Magpie Moonchild. This is going to be the second half of November reading for Aquarius. I don't know why I'm feeling quite so shy. Are you feeling a bit shy, Aquarius? I'm very quiet, very introvert at the moment, I think, Aquarius. Anyway, I'll come back to being me again. This is very much a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, try your sun. This is if you haven't already tried your sun, moon, rising, Venus, midheaven. Right, yeah, I've said rising. Just try another sign in your chart. There may be a message there that will resonate better with you and the messages you actually need to hear. My readings tend to go with love and relationships and things that affect those. Sometimes they do go career and other life events and other life issues. What else is it? As with any tarot reading or any divination reading, do not use the advice given as what you are given within the reading as the sole basis for making a major life decision. You should always obtain the appropriate medical, financial, legal, business advice or any expert advice before making a major life-changing decision. I'm going to go to medical if I didn't say it already. If there's something to do with health comes up, it's very rare that it does, but if it does, obviously go to the appropriate, see your GP, or we call them GPs, see your doctor. I'm in the UK, so obviously if that's relevant, I don't know why that would be relevant, but if that is relevant to anything I'm saying, because some phrases get mixed up. I want to say in translation, but there are words that we say over here that are very different in America or elsewhere in the world. What else is it? Oh, the deck that I'm using is the Fountain Tarot. It's quite a serene, airy deck, and I felt that that was needed, Aquarius. A nice, airy, light, reflective deck. I couldn't tell you why, because I've been using the Hidden Realm for the last 4 or 5 days. But for some reason your reading needed this. So maybe you're looking for some sort of cognitive, cerebral clarity. I do love this deck. It's so shiny. Again, it's very clean. The imagery is watercolors, and it's very clear. Restrained, held back, classy. One might say classy. Sometimes I read reversals on cards, sometimes I don't. It depends what comes out around it in the reading. So if you read tarot yourself and you don't agree with what's come out, this is my interpretation of what Spirit is trying to get across in a message through myself. If it doesn't resonate with you, please leave the reading with love and light and just move along. Don't hold on to any sort of resentment or anger or negative feelings because of a YouTube video. That's not. There are plenty of other readers out there that may have a message for you. There are quite a few on there that give their services on YouTube and send out messages that you may have been supposed to hear. This may be if you're an Aquarius and if you are cross-watching because there's a Aquarius that you'd like a bit of insight into, or they affect your working environment or your life, basically. If there's an Aquarius that you are watching through, you are more than welcome here as a cross-watcher. But please remember, whether you're a cross-watcher or an Aquarius, that if there are 2 people mentioned within a reading, it may well be that the 2 roles can be reversed. I don't put my fingers split that way because in the UK that's swearing. Fascinating fact for you. So every time we watch American videos and they're all going peace, but the other way around, it's actually swearing at the British. Just saying. So yeah, I did a something for the weekend reading last night, and that got emotional for the Aquarian read. So if you are an Aquarius and you are missing someone, please take a moment to go to the something for the weekend read for the 9th to the 11th of November, because there is a message for you on that read. Okay, so I'm going to do the read now for you. Can I have cards please for, I've been shuffling the whole time we've been here. Can I have cards please for Aquarius, that Aquarius needs to hear for the 15th of November through to the 30th. If you keep hearing a beep, my smoke alarm needs the battery changing, so it might squeak and beep every once in a while. I have the battery, I just have to do it before bed. Can I have the cards please that Aquarius needs to hear? There you go. Check your fire alarm. That's a message for you. Check your fire alarm. Not that you're in danger, you just should check. Make sure that you've done your annual check on it. Hoovered out the sensor and changed the battery. For some reason you need to know that. There you go. Perhaps someone's sending you a message. Have you checked your fire alarm? There you go. Okay, can I have the cards please for Aquarius for the 15th to the 30th of November 2018, please? There we go. Pop. Okay. Okay. This is a love reading, just so you're aware. At some point recently, somebody has stolen something from you, taken a piece of you, betrayed you. The Seven of Swords tends to be trickery. If you look, they're coming out the shadows to grab a little bit of that and then away again, leaving those Four Swords away. And the Four of Swords is all about rest and bliss and respite and recovery. And the Three of Swords is heartbreak, pain. What they've done to you, and getting that somebody's betrayed you, and they've taken away your bliss, that happy. I'm not getting that you are heartbroken. It's more that they've betrayed you that is hurting than your heart being broken. If you're an air sign, you don't tend to get emotional. So they've hurt you, they've betrayed you, they've taken your bliss, they've made you restless, they've made you agitated. Maybe a little bit, oh. This was your partner. They betrayed you. It shook you a little bit. You're a bit restless. You're a bit unsettled. Probably not sleeping quite properly yet. Not to the extent of the Nine of Swords, all the angst and worry and up all night, but it's taking you a little bit of time to unwind, and you know it's going to take a bit of self-care to get to where it is, to heal. You're hurt and you need to heal, and they are taking away your ability to be restful, and they're taking away your serenity, your peace. You're being at peace. You're not going to be at peace for a while because they've hurt you with this. Well, there's 5 swords there actually, not 4. But again, you know, 5 of Swords is deception, isn't it? So they've deceived you and you've chosen which way to go, but you've already chosen which way to go. You've already made that decision. It doesn't matter because you've ended it. You've ended that. You don't trust them anymore. They've broken the dynamic. It's not fair. It's not equal. It's not balanced. It's not love. If you look, that's a very balanced, even, sharing, equal partners. And this is in the reverse. This is, they didn't treat me equally. They didn't treat me fairly. They're gone. You've just cut them out. You've literally just cut them out. Page of Swords. You've cut them out. You're not talking to them. What is it they say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool on you, shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Yeah, you're not being fooled twice. You're not going to be deceived twice. Deception, theft, trickery. They made that decision to deceive you, to fight you on some level. They've very much taken something from you. They made the decision for you, really, by doing it. I think this is why they're both facing the same direction. These two swords, the decision has been made. Two swords, you've made that decision. You're out of here, away from this loving lovers, and out of here. You're gone, mate. You've been betrayed me for the last time. You know the first time, but they're gone because you're not going to forgive them for what they did. There's no need. You've cut them off. They're gone. They're going to be trying to get in touch with you through social media. They're going to do a bit of stalking, see how the land lies. But for you, this is done. They're cut out. You're not speaking to them anymore. You don't need them. You don't need that in your life. Done. Decision made. Cold. Cold. I want to say cold, but it's not cold. It's self-protective. Logic. You've done it with logic. Why would I trust them again when they've done that to me? They don't deserve to be my equal. They don't deserve to be my equal. They're just gone, cut. They don't exist anymore. That's very much what I'm getting, that they don't, to you, they're not going to exist anymore. Yeah, big change. And that's good because there's a big change coming up. The Wheel of Fortune. And it's in the upright, so to me, when it's in the upright, it's something that's going to benefit you. This is a divinely given change. This is your path that you're supposed to follow. Yeah. You've definitely done the right thing for you. Definitely. This is for your higher good. Because the change that comes in, you've got the Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. And the Sun is just joy. I mean, look at that kid swinging in the sunshine. Naked as the day they were born, just swinging. But they're not between the rock and the hard place. They're out here in the lush grass. You've left them in a rock and a hard place. They're stuck in that place they don't want to be. You're out in the sunshine, running around naked, all jolly and happy. You're not even actually considering them anymore. They're gone. They're gone. This is all change, and it's good. You're actually happy about it. Perhaps they've been making it quite clear. You've reined yourself in for them. That's what I'm getting. You've been struggling for a while with them. You just want to be happy, and you want to be happy and free. And that's the change that's come in. It's coming in for you. You are going to be happy. You are going to be free. This is in the reverse, by the way, the Five of Wands, which is like struggles. You're not going to struggle. You're not struggling with this. This is not, because it's such a clear-cut thing that you've made that decision and bang, they're gone. You're not going to struggle. You don't have them holding you back. You don't have that doubt hanging over you. You don't have there's no swords here. This is very much air energy, so it's the Wheel of Fortune turns in the air, the sun and the fresh air. It's very much you in your element. You are now in your element. You're not going to struggle. You just are carefree. This change has been for your benefit by a long way. I mean, I think you've known that this has probably needed to happen for a little while. This person had to go. Yeah, absolutely. You've known for a while that they are not the person that's bringing you joy. I think you've been sat this person, this is not your future, by the way, that's coming up. This is more clarification of who they were, because in this relationship, I think you've been feeling trapped to a certain extent. You've allowed yourself to stay there, even though you knew, you've not spoken out. It's going right through his. You've not spoken out that you weren't happy. So when they've done what they've done, this Seven of Swords, you know, they've gone and betrayed you, it was quite easy to cut them out because you knew on a level they were not your soulmate. They are not your twin flame. They may have been a karmic, something for you to learn from. They're easy to cut out because they weren't your true love. They weren't deep in your heart, because at some point you realised that they weren't for you and that wasn't the path you wanted to be on. So when they've deceived you, they've saved you the job of having to speak out, having to free yourself from something that I think you've wanted to end it for a while, but you really couldn't find a logical way to get out of it. Does that make sense? And they have kind of life's chosen for you. You've allowed life to try to do it for you. So they've done this event, that they've betrayed you, and it's brought in because I'm guessing they were guided on some level to do it. They were never your soulmate. So for you to cut out is easy. You don't need to talk to them. You're done. The change was always going to bring you that absolute joy, and the freedom, because you've been struggling. You've been sat in that dark place, that relationship that you're struggling to be in. You weren't battling for it. You weren't fighting for it. And maybe that's why they did. I'm getting that they cheated or something happened. They did what they did more out of attention because they wanted you to notice that they were even there. This is a passionate thing. They probably did it as a knee-jerk reaction, but you haven't struggled at all with the fact that they've done it. It's actually done you a favour and freed you from where you felt trapped. But you were never trapped. You had the choice to leave, but they've done you a favour by ending it, if that makes sense. See what it's. This is not what you are divinely guided. You're not divinely guided to be with them. And maybe you sort of wished that they would do something to, not necessarily, there was grounds to leave them. Not necessarily for yourself, almost like you're trying to justify it to anybody that's would have heard. If you went, oh, I'm going to say Joe. I've left Joe. They don't make me happy. And they go, but they're such a great guy. Why, or girl, they're so lovely. Why would you leave them? And you, on some level, you can't seem to get across to people why you were unhappy. And as such, you just sort of shut yourself down, didn't speak up, and trapped yourself in a place where you didn't talk about it, and kept it all inside. That quietness that came at the beginning, kept it all inside. Maybe retreated into yourself a little bit, trapped yourself, cut yourself off. Nobody's understanding that I don't want to be there. So you kind of wish that there was something would come along to get you out of that situation. So it's not necessarily a wish that you made or manifested for it to work. You made a wish and manifested for it to end or something to come along. Just please, God, just get me out of here. Get me out of this relationship. Because I think a lot of people were around you telling you that you should stay with him, he's a good guy. Or, you should stay with her, she's great. Why would you not want to? There's nothing really. And then because they've cheated, they're now going, oh, right, okay, no, just leave him. Just leave her. Just don't have anything to do with them. And now they're on your side. You now have justification why. It's given you a way to tell people why they're not your Ten of Cups, why they're not your happy ending. You knew they weren't your happy ending, and you wished for this to happen, that it's not a wish you normally make. Most people wish that they could love their partner again. Most people wish that, I say most people probably don't. What I'm saying is you would expect that the expectation is that you would wished for a happy ending. You would have wished for, you felt cold and trapped in the relationship, so you wished that they weren't the one. You wished that you did not have the happy home and the family with them. You prayed and wished and begged that it would not pan out to marriage, to a home together. You probably avoided it as much as you could, and you're probably quite grateful that the stars aligned and gave you the gift of them deceiving you and giving you the grounds to justify to the wider world, who you shouldn't, by the way, have to justify yourself to, but for some reason you felt you had to justify a way out, why you're gone. And if they've cheated or stolen from you or betrayed you in some way, that is the answer you were wishing for, to get out and prevent yourself being stuck with this person with all the attachments of commitment. You feel like you've dodged a commitment you didn't want to be in, but that people left you unable to speak out about how unhappy you were. They weren't a bad person before they did what they did, and I think that was why you felt you couldn't say to people, I'm not happy with them. Yeah, I think it was more, you were still in that relationship because you felt people expected you to still be in there. And if you were going to leave such a great person, even though they didn't make your heart sing, you felt like you had to stay because people would judge you, but they shouldn't. Can I please have something for Aquarius, please? Which way it's going to go now? Now they're all happy and free, and I'm free of that struggle, that burden. Where is it going to go? Please, can I have information, please, of where it's going to go for them? Okay. Excellent. I'm getting that you don't want anybody. You're not looking for love. You just want a bit of time by yourself. This guy's all sat on his own. That just looks like that dude from Coldplay, doesn't he? Or that James Blunt video. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. I can't sing, by the way, so enjoy that. You don't want anybody offering their cup to you. You're quite happy on your own at the moment. You're going to take a bit of time for you. Enjoy you, being you. Going to decide what it is you want to do for you. Which direction you want to go for your greater good. I'm getting that you can now go for a career that you want, or you can find a way to build a home on your own. The Ten of Pentacles is all, Ten of Coins, Pentacles, whatever. It's the same thing. It is earth energy. It is planting roots. This is like the happy home. The Ten of Cups is like the happy ever after, rainbow. Oh, aren't we all loved up and great? Isn't it amazing? Isn't this the dream everybody wants? That was never the dream you wanted, by the way. That's what that is. You did not want the rainbow. You did not want the happy ever after with this person, and that was not the dream you wanted. However, on your own, you can set yourself on a path to get what you actually want. So if you don't want anybody else, you just quite happy on your own at the moment. You're choosing which direction you want to go for you, for your higher good, so that you can have a happy, solid, financial, I'm getting very much financial. You just want to be secure on your own. You want to build your own happy home. You do not need another person, and I get that you're very independent and you don't want another person. But you are going to achieve it. You're going to get what you want. You're either going to go into the career and be extremely successful in the career that you're looking for. You are going to find the person at some point that you do want to settle down with, if and when you jolly well want to. Jolly well? How jolly well? Jolly hockey sticks. No, you will do it when you're good and ready. When you're fucking ready. When you are fucking ready. It is your terms now. It is the way you want to go. If you look, they're not... Normally, sometimes you get the Two of Wands where they're in different places in different directions. These are very much together going in. It's you, what you want and what you need, and they are going in the same direction with a little extra jolly bit of... Jolly? Why do I keep saying jolly? Maybe you're jolly and happy and keep going, aren't I glad I got out of that? This is very much freedom. So you don't want... You see somebody else in your life at the moment as something that is quite drab, grey. You don't want that offer. You don't want that offer. The Coldplay sort of fix you is what I'm getting. The song Fix You. You don't want that. Whatever the connotation, whatever comes from that, fix you. Fix you. You don't need fixing. You are going on your own path to fix yourself. To grow yourself. Don't need Chris Martin and his, fix you singing. You just need... And you don't want the James Blunts going, you're beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, mate. I'm off doing my own thing. I'm good on my own, thanks. I'm going to follow my path for my dream, where I want to go, and my destination of what makes me happy and grounded. Good for you, Aquarius. Good for you. That's actually quite a nice reading. I kind of feel like inspired by you, actually. Single lady. No rest for the wicked, isn't that what they say? Onwards and upwards. No rest for the wicked. There's that Four of Swords let. They've unsettled you. They've left you slightly disturbed, but not enough to keep you up at night with the Nine of Wands. There it is. That's just, I kid you not, I've just split that open like that to put it back in, and there's that Seven of Swords. They've unsettled you a bit, but not enough to... And it's time for you to just be. Be you, do what you like. This is the carte blanche card, pretty much. Just go, be, follow your intuition, and do whatever the hell it is you want. Whatever makes you happy, wherever you feel you need to go, whatever you feel you need to do, that is your time to do it, Aquarius. And I have to say, that is an inspiring and very liberating read. However, what I would suggest is next time you're in a relationship you don't want to be in and you feel you should be because everybody else tells you that it's so wonderful, you have to remember that that person that is telling you that they're a wonderful person, and next time speak up. They may be a lovely person, they are a lovely person, they're just not for me. I don't want this in my life at the moment, and that is okay that you do not want to be with another person. What's not okay is being with them anyway because you feel you have to, and living that lie. Unfortunately, this time they did you a favour by doing what they did and gave you a way out. What are you going to do next time you feel trapped like that and you can't talk? And if there is a next time, I mean, you may find the love of your life next time. But in a way, you kind of strung them along a little bit, letting them think that you were in it. And they knew something was off because I think that's what drove them to do what they did. Like a desperate call for help. Like you distanced yourself a little bit, which I think has come, that's where the Page of Swords energy started. You were cutting them out already. And they sort of did it just to get a reaction from you. And the reaction they got, I think, is what they were expecting. It was like a last-ditch attempt. Is it worth it? If I do this, is it worth it? A last-ditch attempt to see, is there anything here? And there wasn't, because you didn't want them. Fortunately, everyone's got out unscathed within reason. Next time, just speak up and say, I'm not happy. I'm not going to stay in a situation because it makes somebody that isn't involved in that partnership happy. You do not have to justify your heart and soul to another person why you're in a relationship, why you're not in a relationship. It's got nothing to do with them. If they are that important to you, they will support you because you're unhappy. Okay, well, let's see how we can get out of it. Let's see how it goes. Let's just see, you know. They should be there listening to you and taking on board what you're saying, not going, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Of course you're happy. I'm not happy. Next time, just go, I'm not happy. And look them in the eyes and go, I'm not happy. I'm leaving them. No deceit next time. No hiding things. Just a clear path to the truth. I hope that's helped you, Aquarius. I think you just needed validation that, yes, you're doing the right thing, cutting them out. You are doing the right thing, cutting them out. I think it would be cruel to encourage them, not just for them, but for yourself as well, because I think other people could talk you into giving them a second chance. If they can talk you into staying quite easily because they think that you should be with them, I think they could quite easily talk you back. Stick to your guns. Use what they've deceived you with, whether it's mild or great or whatever. They might just be that they kissed somebody else, but you've I say just kiss somebody else, that's still cheating, but I think they did something like kissing someone else just because it was enough to cheat and get a reaction, but they maybe considered that it wasn't enough for you to leave, or they were messaging someone else, the deceit side of it. So maybe they were sexting somebody to get a reaction. But anyway, what's done is done. Stick to the guns that it is a big enough crime. If anybody if you feel you have to justify why you've left them, and that was your grounds for doing it, and what you're going to stick to, that's why you did it when really you didn't want to be there anyway. This just gave you a reason, an excuse to leave. Make sure that it sounds like it's a big enough problem to tell them, or just tell them to shut the fuck up. What's it got to do with them anyway? Just tell them to shut the fuck up. It's none of their fucking business. Jog on, mate. Them and whoever their cheerleader is that tells you that we should be with them. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Do what you fucking want. Follow your own fucking path. Anyway, sorry, that got a bit expletive. Yes. So I hope this has given you what you need, Aquarius. I hope that you truly do follow your own path and you do find your bliss and you are free of struggles and enjoy your sunshine. Life is on the up for you, and I'm pleased that that's the way it's gone. I kind of admire you. You're a little bit of a badass. Next time, have a bit of balls with that badass, so to speak. Because next time, just stick to your guns, stick to you, stick to your course, stick to your path. You do not have to justify your decisions within a relationship. Anyway, you don't have to justify anything to anybody. If you're not happy, leave. Don't play the merry dance where you wait for life to do it for you. Thank you, Aquarius, for watching. It's been actually been quite a joy to do it. Anyway, if it's resonated, let me know below. I always want to know if it's resonated. If it hasn't, again, try a different part of your chart, a different sign in your chart. And yeah, if it hasn't, please just leave it with love and light. I don't know why you've watched a reading for half an hour that doesn't resonate with you. Maybe it will in the future, you never know. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know below if it has, how it's made you feel. And if you've enjoyed it, stick a like, maybe even subscribe if you feel like it. There's something about a jiggly bell that lets you know when there's a reading up. But yeah, if you are looking for some sort of message, definitely check out something for the weekend reading for the 9th of November. It's a tingly message for you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.